Welcome back, guys, to another chase and gather mission. We are on the eve of duck shooting opening weekend. So Friday afternoon, I've got a 3-hour drive. I'm heading down to the mighty Waikato, see if we can get onto some birds. Chase and gather crew on this occasion is myself, Michael, and Pepper, my German short-haired pointer. So we're going to hopefully get onto some ducks over the weekend. You guys will be able to join us on this mission. Righto crew, well, we've stopped off in Otorohanga. It's about 8 o'clock now, so I've got another hour to go to stop off for our steak and cheese, guys. You can see a very happy looking dog. Do you want some steak and cheese? Want some steak and cheese? Yeah, it's our dinner tonight, steak and cheese, and we're going to let Pepper out for a little bit of a walk around, shake the legs, spread the legs, that type of thing. Good morning. You excited? Hey. Ah. Foggy start this morning, guys. It is a cool morning and there's actually plenty of fog around, so it'll be interesting. Pepper's just out for a bit of a walk around here. She slept really well, so just getting things ready, getting my belt, put some bullets in there and all we need. Got my earmuffs, guys. So this is what we're using this year, the Ely 12 gauge, using number 3s, and they're a 3-inch shell, 36 grams, steel of course. All duck hunting need to use steel now, so had good success with these last year, so we're going to be going again. Good to go. We're all brassed up. We're into it, guys. It's a very fresh start here in the Waikato. Maybe 1 degree, eh? 1 degree gloves. Got the gloves on. And he's got the old school TV3. Check that out. So just heading down to our first pond. Going to be jump shooting a few ponds today. Here's Pepper. See you in there. Hard left. Hard left. Hard left. Left. Pippa. Pippa.
At least one of us is a good shot.
We've got a few, eh?
I got 2.
Nice. That was good. Maybe ended up with 12 or
I'm not sure there's another
15.
just over here. The one over here, the one you just said.
Yeah, there's one here.
There's one out in the paddock somewhere.
Pippa, come here, mate. That's a nice drake.
This one here.
Well, it's come out quite warm. We're just at the base of a pond at the moment. Absolute bluebird style day today. And I think we've got 15 to 16 birds on the deck so far. So obviously jump shooting, stalking, and lifting the birds off. This afternoon we'll probably get into a paddock, set up some silhouette decoys and just sit and wait. So a couple of different styles of gathering the ducks today. This one is jump shooting, stalking. This afternoon we'll try and get some action over the silhouette decoys. What have you got there, my girl? Oh, you got the poke. Well done. Good girl. Hey, it's alright, when you don't have to waste any ammo on shooting them. Good work, mate. Good girl. Pepper has just chased down this turkey. Hey, killed the turkey. Big bird. Big bird. So it looks like we've got some turkey. There we go. What's the story, mate? Gonna head off for a bit of a decoy? Yes. So we've just got our gear in here, guys. Paradise Duck silhouette decoys in here. Got our gun, we've got our ammo in there, and then I've got this bucket as well. It's got some spare ammo, callers, some snacks, bit of water, and we're pretty much ready to go. We've just had some lunch. The bacon and egg, delicious. Seems to be a duck shooting weekend staple. What I'm up to now is I'm packed up, as you can see. Got my pack on here, and I've got some supplies, and I am going to be stalking or walking over to this paddock here. There have been some paradise ducks landing, so what I'm going to be doing, guys, over in this paddock here, there are about 5 or 6 paradise ducks in there at the moment. This morning there were about 15 to 20. So my plan of attack, and this is what I would normally do, I'm going to walk into the paddock here. I'm going to chase these birds off, and I'm going to set up there in the hope that these birds will actually start to come back, but in smaller numbers, and then I can pick them off more manageably rather than stalking here, trying to have a shot at them and just dispersing them all over. So that's the afternoon plan. Get in there, flush them off, set my decoys up. I've got a camouflage net I'm going to put along the fence line, and then just wait and see what happens. So hopefully we'll get some action for you guys. Okay, so the parries are here in the middle of this paddock. They would be quite hard to stalk, so we're just going to move them on. Off they go. They can head off or get set up. Okay, so this is the scenario. The parries have been landing just out here. You can see one right in front of us now. Hopefully that one will come back later. Anyway, before we're interrupted, this is the landing area here. Got a trough right there. The wind is coming from behind me, so ideally you want the ducks landing into the wind. It slows them down. And because we've got a nice open area here, we've got no issues with ducks getting lost in rushes or bushes and things like that. I'm going to be setting up right here along the fence line. It's good to do it along the fence line because it breaks up your silhouette. So I'm going to put up a little camo net just in here, and then my shooting direction will be out the front. Set up the decoys out in front of me there using silhouette decoys today. So we'll get into it. Good old Tatonka. Essentially this is just to hold together all of these fiberglass standards. So what I've done with these is on the ends of them I've just put a section of wire there, and that is so I can use that wire to clip that onto the camo net to hold the net up. So that is going to keep the structure of my little temporary mai in place. So good thing about these is that they're super lightweight and they are very durable. Just use a little bit of wire on the ends. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 of them, which is enough to make a horseshoe style of camo hide, camo setup. So sweet, so that is our camo net. We're all set up. Good thing with the fence as well is you've got extra anchor points, and then this will be our little side exit here. I've just got it loosely tied on here, so if we need to get out in a hurry we can just let that down, come on through. It's important to have a side exit here, because especially if you've got a dog. But yeah, that's our interior pack. Collapsible chair, obviously got the gun there. Now we are going to be setting up our decoys. So decoy operation is we've got silhouette decoys. Idea of these is that they're lightweight, flat pack them, you can shoot them and they'll still survive. I made these ones last year out of plywood. Don't need to be a rocket scientist to make these. And then what I use to hold these silhouettes in place, number 8 wire, and it's fashioned in a way that you're going to push those ends in, and then on the inside here you sit your decoy straight in here. So that goes in there, and then your decoy sits there like that. Nice and stable. So to make these, you just use a paint tin and you wrap that number 8 wire around the paint tin to the length you want there. I've just got a rubber tie on there, so when I'm packing them all together I can just put that rubber tie around that one there and it locks it all in place. Okay, so this is our setup at the moment. What I try to do with the decoys is I try to put them on right angles to each other, so that regardless of which direction the birds are coming from, they're going to get a nice broadside of those silhouettes. I've got a mixture of female and a couple of males in here as well, so paradise ducks. So I've got it mixed up. There's our view back to the mai. Pepper's there, and yeah, we'll see how we go. A couple of these decoys I've also designed or cut them out so that they're feeding, so they're relaxed. A couple there, the other ones are in the alert sort of phase, I guess, but you can see that white from a long way away. So are we good to go, Pepper? We'll get into the hut now. Another key thing, guys, is that the sun is right up there, and we do not want to be looking into the sun at this time of the day. So I've set up my mai. So I've set up the mai, so I'm facing away from the sun. The sun is behind me, so when the birds are coming in, or when they're hopefully going to be coming in, they'll be coming in into the sun themselves, and they're coming into the wind. So see how we go. So this is the ideal setup you want, guys. The sun is behind you, so that the ducks, when they're approaching your setup, they are looking into the sun, not you. So over the shoulder is gold. What is also gold, guys, is this, the almond gold. Delicious. It's important to have a few snacks because it can be fairly quiet out in the mai. It is very quiet at the moment. Nothing has come in yet. I haven't even seen anything fly over or nearby, but that's alright. Pepper and I are here hanging out. Sometimes it's nice just to have a quiet space to do nothing. Quick mention on the callers, and I am definitely not an expert duck caller. These are the ones that I use. So I've got a paradise duck caller. This one here is made by DJ Calls. Wooden guy, of course, and Yeah, it's called NZ Paradise Duck number 22. High pitch female caller, this one here. And then the other call that I have, because I only run 2 calls, so I'm a bit of a part-timer, is this guy here. It is made by the Duck Commander. Now this particular call here is called Brown Sugar, and it is very sweet and salty. Great close in call. Short to medium range, very good if your ducks are circling or if they're not too far away. This one here is the bee's knees. It is a fantastic caller. Yes, I only use 2 callers, Paradise Duck Caller and the Mallard Duck Caller, obviously Mallard Hen. I don't really shoot many geese or chase geese. Probably should get another Mallard caller for longer range, but so you can chatter it quite well and do some nice low soft quacks, and then you can do some excited calls on it as well. It's very easy to blow. So Duck Commander Brown Sugar, definitely not sponsored by Duck Commander. It's just what I've been using for the last 10 or 12 years, and it is silky smooth, especially on the mallard drakes. They are very keen on the brown sugar. Sit, Yipper, stay. It got pretty fast and furious very quickly. There was a parry which was coming up the valley here, and it didn't look like it was going to land. It's going to fly straight over the top. So I had a couple of shots at it and dropped it just behind me here. Then that kicked off a whole lot of other birds down the valley. They've been flying around. So in the last 15 minutes, I've shot 1, 2, 3, 4 singles that have come in, and one of them, funnily enough, I didn't even know it was coming in on the decoys, but I just looked at Pepper and she was looking up like this, following something, and sure enough it was a parry that was just about to come on in. So yeah, she picked it up before me. So good girl, eh? Good girl. So that was pretty good. We've had four ducks put down on the deck now. Obviously well concealed, or concealed well enough to be getting those shots away. I'll just go and do a bit of a pick up on the birds now. State of play, guys. Got 4 parries here. This is our outlook, and we've just shot a parry right there. So we've got 5 so far, which is not too bad. Good girl, Pepper. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. Another one. That one folded up beautifully.
Oh, good view, eh? Yep. Good girl.
Alright guys, well, I just shot back to link up with some others from our hunting party, and the decoys are working too well, because in the last 15 minutes I've had 6 parries come and land in the decoy spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So hopefully they will come back. Just gone 4:30. I had a squadron of parries just come in from the left hand side here, and they came in beautifully, man. They decoyed so well, and so I just had a pick of the bunch, and there was about 6, so I managed to drop 3. One there, one there, and that one there. So yeah, that was just textbook paradise duck decoying. Absolute textbook. Super happy with that. And the shooting as well is 3 shots and 3 birds, so can't go better than that. But we've probably got about another 45 minutes to maybe an hour of shooting light left. Hopefully there'll be a few more birds coming through. Very happy that guy has been. They're all stone dead too. Alright. That's the female paradise duck, guys, of course. A little bit smaller than the male. That's the male paradise duck. And then we'll grab this one from before. So the spread is working very well. Put 2 in a little bit closer to me. So I'm using a female caller, so makes it a bit more realistic maybe. Good girl, Pepper's hanging out here. We've got 4 there. I'll add these ones. Just add those ones. Sit. Oh, maybe another 20 minutes before it starts to get fully dark. quick mention of these earmuffs, electronic earmuffs, Peltor, Hunter, ProTac, something like that. They are incredible. They run on a pair of AA batteries. Function on them is this guy here. So you've got the plus and the minus there. That is so you can actually increase the amount of sound around you, so it actually amplifies what is going on outside of those earmuffs. So it actually improves your hearing. You can hear things that you probably couldn't hear in the first instance. So not saying go and get these instead of hearing aids, but damn good. Especially at this time of the night when they're starting to get a lot of activity in the air. The ducks are flying a lot more. I can hear mallards that are like 200 meters above me with these on, cranked up to full volume. So if you're in the market for some electronic earmuffs, protect your ears, even amplify your ears, these are really good. They are really good. If you do want to listen to podcasts or whatever, you have an auxiliary port, so you can plug in to these as well and listen through your music and podcast or whatever. If you're on a phone call, you can still receive that through the earmuffs. So yeah, they're brilliant, outstanding, really, really good. Got the essentials for the morning, and we're about to rip into it. Alright, well, we're just heading into set up for our first pond stalk. Another foggy morning. Got a few on the guns today, so we'll see what comes out. Very fresh, about 2 degrees right now, so yeah. Pepper's here. Got my gloves on. It's actually that cold. We'll see what we can find for you. Here's some ducks in the pond. Pepper, oi! Come here. Get in. They're not wanting to move, eh? Pepper, fetch it here. Pepper, okay. Fetch it here. Okay. All done, all done. Pepper, leave it.
Pippa. You're better than yesterday.
Hey,
We got 3 this time.
good work. No, they were coming out quite well.
Yeah.
They seem to like going far right today for some reason.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's the debrief. It was a pretty busy session in there actually. We've got these guys. Similar spread to yesterday actually.
A heap of them.
Pepper's been on an excursion, chasing some poo geckos out of this pond here. Here! Pepper! Oi! Come here! Right, we're on the commute to the next pond. That one was a relatively successful pond. The pond stalking jump shooting can be quite hit and miss in terms of how you approach and where you have your shooters. So that one actually went real well. I think the lads ended up getting 5 ducks off that pond. I was down the end, which didn't get any activity on this occasion, but we're bouncing down now to check out another spot, see what we can find. Still quite claggy this morning, but yeah, good morning to be out there doing it, guys. Pepper just found this for me. I would not have found it. Drake, yellow drake. It was in this sort of Californian thistle, and I wouldn't have found it otherwise. So, +1 for the dog. Nice work, mate. There's the colours. The weather's been absolutely incredible. It's been blue skies all weekend, which is ideal for the sort of hunting or stalking that we're doing. Me sitting out on that temporary mai yesterday, very nice for that style of hunting. But people that are sitting in mai for the whole day ideally want a lot of wind and some rain to move the birds around. But yeah, we've done really well, so super happy. Should have got some action there for you guys too. Put together an episode and hope you guys enjoy it.
We'll use 20mm coins for the whole thing.
That's the shot.
And if it doesn't go off, you got a problem. Yeah. Well, we were right.
Right.
No, nowhere near the delay on that one, eh?
Yeah, that's manageable.
Manageable.
I thought it might have kicked a lot harder, eh? But yeah. Don't stand there.
Nice.
She's got a lot
That's
of
the difference in your powders.
bang to her.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, Pepper. Okay, so now the fun begins. We've got our processing of the birds. So I've allowed few hours to get into this work. We've got mallards, we've got parries, and we've also got a turkey that Pepper tracked down and killed. So we've got a bit of work to do. Here we go, so that is the breast meat of the paradise duck. This is a drake. So the drake, obviously with the black head, is a bigger bird than the female. Females are often a lot smaller. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the knife, going to run it down the inside of this breastplate here, doing the single cut, just doing this one-handed, and then what we're going to do is we're going to follow, the knife is going to follow the inside. It's going to come down on an angle through there, and then what we want to do is we want to get underneath this little piece here, take the knife and keep it nice and close to the actual breastplate itself. And we want to open that up. This here is your wing bone, so we need to cut around it. Just follow and try and keep the knife as close as you can to the actual breastplate or breastbone itself. Then from there we just trim around the wing, and we should be able to, from there, pull that guy out. Well, we've got a little bit more to cut just through here. Free it up. Good test doing it one-handed. So that is our paradise duck breast, front and back. It looks something like that, and then we'll just do the same for this side. So what you will notice is that when you're cutting the breast meat out, this bone comes down and on an angle, so that make sure you do follow it down and around rather than just cutting straight across here. You can actually get a bit more meat, and then obviously all the way around. Keep your knife in as close as you can to the bone. It's almost like filleting a fish to some extent, and just trying to get as much meat as possible as you can off that bird. So that's, we'll take one side, two sides, and that's all I'll take off that bird for this occasion. These mallards here, I'll pick the biggest ones. I'm going to pick about 4 or 5 of those, and I'm going to pluck them, gut them, and they'll be going into roasts. So that's how you breast a paradise duck. So I've just pulled these acorns out of this hen, and they were all in this space up to here. So chocker full of acorns. So they can put them away. Well, we are bagged and tagged, so obviously got a mixture of mallards and parries. I put 3 or 4 breasts in each bag, and then I just let them rest a little bit. Ideally you want to just put them in the fridge for a day or so. I just leave the bag open in the fridge, and that just lets them set a little bit, and then I'll squeeze all the air out of the bags and then put them in the freezer. So yeah, it's kind of the operation we'll run at the moment. So I'm going to leave them open. I'm going to put them in my chili bin for the drive home, and then put them in the fridge, leave them in there overnight, then squeeze all the air out, seal the bag. That one there looks delicious. That is going to be an absolute scorcher. I'll take one more. Absolute blessing, these. Far out. What are you up to, Pepper? Eating grass. Right. Many things you can do with apple, and being autumn, winter time, apple crumble. Oh yes. The Splendor apple is going to be splendid. Righto crew, well that was our opening weekend. Just about to get on the road now, but it was an awesome weekend. The weather was incredibly good, still is. Great time to catch up with the lads. There's always plenty of conversation, plenty of banter, which is cool. Got some ducks to bring home. Pepper had an awesome time, good run around. Got to fine tune some of the shooting, which was good. Obviously got the whole season ahead of us now, so looking into some opportunities to get on out there and keep on doing what we're doing. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this mission. We do enjoy our duck hunting. I've been doing it since I was 12 years old, maybe even earlier than that. So yeah, it's a part of our annual excursion calendar. We do always lock it in, and we're looking forward to the rest of the duck shooting season, game bird season. Pheasants, we normally get onto a couple as well, so stay tuned. If you guys got out for opening weekend or some duck hunting, let us know how you got on, where you went to, not spot X's type thing, but yeah, what sort of birds you were hunting, how you got on, and yeah, catch you on the next video.